where McKee, who is a vascular surgeon, is associated with a local hospital. His home address is listed in Chicago's Lincoln Park neighborhood. One of his neighbors there saying this of the 39-year-old.
I sat down with this man and talked to him up at the pool, barbecuing. It's kind of shocking.
Now, a follow-up status hearing has been set up for a week from today, but court officials are telling us that may very well be canceled if McKee has already been extradited by then. And again, it is still an open question how soon that can happen. In Rockford, I'm Michelle Gallardo, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Michelle, thank you. Illinois House Speaker Emanuel Chris Welch is pushing for a new tax on millionaires as the General Assembly gets ready to return to work in Springfield next week. This happening as lawmakers face a $2.2 billion budget deficit. ABC 7 political reporter Craig Wall talked one-on-one with the Speaker. Has more on this session coming up and the warning for Chicago.
Nothing new. We've done it before.
House Speaker Emanuel Chris Welch seemingly unfazed by the $2 billion deficit looming when lawmakers return to Springfield next week.
Tomorrow is my 5-year anniversary as Speaker of the House. And I think every year in January, going into the start of session, we've been faced with a deficit.
This session, the focus will be on affordability, something that Democrats and Republicans define differently.
In the veto session, passing that transit reform bill was historic. If that's not an affordability bill, I don't know what is.
Under him, over the last 5 years, our budget's gone from $40 billion to $55 billion. So I don't really know what affordability means to me. One thing that it cannot mean, and I don't think it will mean in a campaign year, is increase in taxes.
Speaker Welch suggesting Mayor Brandon Johnson's hopes for state approval for progressive taxes, such as one on professional services, may go nowhere.
We're going to put those things through the hopper like we would any other idea. I don't know if there's an appetite for anything right now.
Except, he says, for a tax surcharge on incomes over $1 million, modeled after Massachusetts, which Forbes reports saw a windfall of $5.7 billion during the first 2 years.
I have been a very big believer that the wealthy should pay more, that they should pay their fair share. And I think a surcharge tax on millionaires is an easy way to do it.
You know, I think it'd just be another thing to make us unfriendly to folks that have assets and resources to come here and want to build and grow their businesses.
As for the Bears, Welch said he'd be open to state infrastructure help at the Arlington Heights property, but that's about it.
When it comes to the Bears, I don't know if folks want us to make that a top priority.
Craig Wall, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Craig, thank you. Police are looking for a group of thieves who broke into 2 businesses on the city's north side. Video showing broken windows and damage at Big Apple grocery store and at Surrey Cafe and Deli. Both are in the 2300 block of North Clark Street in Lincoln Park. Police say a group of 4 thieves stole cash registers from inside. Police believe they got away in a Kia Optima.
Tonight, there's a new move in the fight over a historic fixture in West Suburban LaGrange. There's a push to demolish the Jackson Square Mall downtown and turn it into condos. But as Karen Jordan explains, some in the community trying to save the vintage building from being torn down.
The future of Jackson Square Mall, a century-plus old building beloved by residents and small business owners, hangs in the balance as the village board prepares to vote on a controversial plan that could permanently alter the heart of downtown LaGrange. For generations, shoppers have wandered the halls of Jackson Square Antique Mall, hunting for one-of-a-kind treasures. The mall is comprised of 70 vendors, and for the past 4 years, a stall has housed Mandy Levy's business called Junkie Vintage.
It has been the thrill of my life in LaGrange to operate a little business out of this place.
But time in the mall for Levy and the other vendors is coming to an end. The property was sold last year to a developer who wants to tear it down and build a 39-unit condominium complex in its place. Supporters of the building say its Art Deco architecture helps to give downtown LaGrange character. An online petition titled Save Jackson Square has collected thousands of signatures, urging village leaders to preserve the structure.
We are jumping in an opportunity to tear it down when it should be repurposed, reused, recycled.
Therese O'Sullivan, who owned the property and sold it to the developer, says she tried to do just that, but upgrading the 100-plus-year-old building would have cost hundreds of thousands of dollars.
We wholeheartedly did explore different options with the building.
And O'Sullivan says zoning restrictions prevent a condo from moving into the existing footprint. She's in the process of finding another space to house the antique mall. The developer's plans already won a recommendation from the LaGrange Plan Commission. The next step will determine whether the building is spared or replaced with modern condos.
It's tough though to see it happen, but it'll be great. I think it's a good use for the building.
The LaGrange Village Board of Trustees is scheduled to vote on the development plans at a public meeting tonight at 7:30. Advocates of preserving the building are expected to have a large turnout. In LaGrange, Karen Jordan, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Karen, thank you. 15,000 nurses walk off the job, marking the largest strike in New York's history.
Veteran and Congressman Mark Kelly now suing the Pentagon.
And later, why experts say teens shouldn't skip social media altogether. Lawmakers on both sides of the aisle questioning the Department of Justice's decision to investigate Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell. And it marks an escalation in a series of attacks against the Fed, an independent agency.
Well, the president has been pressuring the central bank to lower the interest rates. ABC's Christiane Cordero has the latest tonight from Washington.
Rob, Cheryl, the lawmakers who have spoken out are largely concerned about the independence of the Federal Reserve. In a rare public statement, Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell is defending the central bank after confirming it was served grand jury subpoenas by President Trump's Department of Justice, a move he says fits into the greater context of the president's repeated demands that the Fed lower interest rates.
The threat of criminal charges is a consequence of the Federal Reserve setting interest rates based on our best assessment of what will serve the public, rather than following the preferences of the president.
Powell says the investigation is related to the $2.5 billion renovation costs on the Federal Reserve's building, a price tag Trump has taken issue with in recent weeks.
We're thinking about bringing a suit against Powell for incompetence. Because think of it, these aren't outstanding buildings. These are small buildings.
Trump is denying responsibility for the investigation, saying, quote, "I don't know anything about it, but he's certainly not very good at the Fed." When asked, the White House today defended the merits of a probe.
The president's made it quite clear is Jerome Powell is bad at his job. As for whether or not Jerome Powell is a criminal, that's an answer the Department of Justice is going to have to find out.
Congressional leadership is also weighing in.
If the investigation is warranted, then they have to play that out.
While a bipartisan group of lawmakers are calling it politically motivated.
Trump is trying to push out the chairman of the Federal Reserve Board and complete his corrupt takeover of America's central bank so that it serves his interests along with his billionaire friends.
Republican Senators Lisa Murkowski, Kevin Cramer, and Thom Tillis are breaking with the administration. Tillis writes, quote, "If there were any remaining doubt whether advisors within the Trump administration are actively pushing to end the independence of the Federal Reserve, there should now be none." Tillis is a member of the Senate Banking Committee and vows to oppose the confirmation of any nominee for the Fed as long as this case is pending. In Washington, Christiane Cordero, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Christian, thank you. Venezuelan opposition leader Maria Machado will meet with President Trump on Thursday. Today, she had a meeting with Pope Leo at the Vatican, and the meeting was unexpected. No details have been released. Venezuela's former vice president, Delcy Rodriguez, has been serving as the country's acting president since the U.S. captured Nicolas Maduro and his wife earlier this month.
Senator Mark Kelly of Arizona is suing the Pentagon. The lawsuit targeting Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, the Department of Defense, and Navy leadership. Kelly appearing in a social media video warning troops about, quote, unlawful orders from the Trump administration. Kelly says that the censure that followed amounts to the retaliation and violates his constitutional rights. The Pentagon says that the censure is procedural and could lead to a review of Kelly's retired rank and pay. And right now at this hour, nearly 15,000 New York City nurses are on strike. It is the largest walkout in the city's history. Union members left several private hospitals this morning. Nurses want what they call better staffing, pay benefits, and workplace safety.
How can we as nurses be inside taking care of patients when we don't have health care? We need to have good health care so we stay strong, so we can go in there day after day.
Mount Sinai Hospital says it brought in 1,400 qualified nurses to help with disruptions for care. New York City Mayor Zohran Mamdani is standing with the striking nurses. He is calling their fight a battle for dignity, fairness, and the future of the city's healthcare system.
The Chicago Fire Department is honoring fallen heroes this morning, marking 75 years since one of the deadliest fires in this city's history.
Batch number 1836 of Engine Company 108. Detailed ambulance 7 was hit by a private ambulance at Cumberland and Lawrence. Engine Company 42, all class.
As a family who remembers and years later.
At Engine 42, firefighters and family members gathered to remember a lieutenant and 2 firefighters. All 3 were killed in a massive explosion and building collapse while battling a fire in River North back in 1951. Several others were injured, and another firefighter later died from his injuries. Let's take a live look outside right now. Slightly warmer weather tomorrow, but we could see some rain and then snow in the middle of the week and then cold. Greg Dutres got your weather forecast next.
Plus, on this Monday, the Better Business Bureau revealing the top scams you need to look out for this year.
Here's a quick tip to fight rising health insurance costs in 2026. A new report from Value Penguin by LendingTree shows Illinois health insurance premiums are up by 11% this year, with popular plans now costing nearly 60% more than they did in 2022. To cut costs, you can utilize tax-free money. If your plan qualifies, put more into an HSA or use an FSA to pay medical bills with pre-tax dollars. Second, avoid interest on medical bills. Ask doctors and hospitals about zero interest payment plans instead of putting medical bills on a credit card. Finally, free up cash elsewhere. Cut unused subscriptions or renegotiate phone and internet bills to offset higher premiums. Healthcare may cost more, but smart moves can keep it from wrecking your budget. Jason Knowles, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
The most common scam of 2026, online purchases, usually involving pets. According to the Better Business Bureau, scam reports surged nearly 100% in the past year. So that was 2025. Online scams top the list for the 6th year in a row. Phishing and employment scams round out the top 3. Experts remind you to always report any scam to help protect others. Our I-team's done so much on these scams. You can go to our app and watch a lot of stuff that Sam and Jason have done over the years.
They have specials that they do, conversations and consumer conversations.
Just had a quick tip in this show.
Right, Consumer Chronicles.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Definitely, if you want to look it out. Check it out. Look how gorgeous our city looks on this Monday as we start another work week together. It was nice outside. The sun was shining today. It was nice, but...
What? I'm scared. No. I think everyone was in a fantastic mood today.
Anyway.
Just because of the game. Had it been yesterday, all of us would be so hungover.
Oh, I'm still because it was Saturday night.
Right.
So we had yesterday to recover, but
I was downtown yesterday and the whole city was moving slow.
Yeah,
for sure.
It felt like that today. One of my buddies came down here earlier today. He takes the train and he was texting us. He's like, it seems quiet.
Yeah.
It felt quieter even today.
There was no traffic for me coming to work.
2-day thing.
I think next Monday is a holiday. Okay. So, and the game is on Sunday, and next Monday is a holiday. So people will need that extra time either way. Do we want to just talk about why I have orange on?
Well, we know why.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, this is good luck. Right?
Right?
Well, no, maybe I don't know why. Is there a reason?
Remember Friday that you gave me a hard time.
Well, you wore green.
Yeah, green. That was.
But Greg, I don't know if you're watching. Probably not. Which is okay.
Oh, I was tuned in, man.
It was okay. It was. We did a reverse mind thing.
Right.
Okay. Because you wore green.
Psychology.
Yes. Because last time you wore that, I believe.
Right. Orange and blue, they lose.
Right.
So I stopped wearing it. So I might not wear any more orange and blue.
We're eating your weather time here, but we have a question for you, Greg. So should she wear yellow?
Yeah, on Friday.
Blue on Friday.
Yellow and
Friday?
the colors of the Rams.
It's tough. I honestly think we should throw it out the window because the Bears showed up in their alternates. Remember for the game?
Oh yeah, I loved them.
And they were not going to wear their alternates because of the whole Virginia thing and yeah, and then we wore them and we're like, oh my goodness, what are we doing here? And we won.
So you're indifferent on Cheryl's outfit.
So
throw it out the window.
Okay, because I still have my Christmas decorations up because I think I want to.
You got to leave those up.
Leave them up. Oh, you got to leave those up. Yeah, for sure. I'm definitely I'm a don't step on the lines kind of baseball guy. So yeah, you
superstitious fans.
So
hilarious.
If something was spilled on the counter, leave it.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't know what it could have been.
Touch it. I've been wearing these underwear for a month, guys. It's just been really bad.
Our web guy is on. Our web guy's on week 10 of Panda Express. We're all in.
That's a story. Superstitions of Bears fans.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, Sam. We got to get to weather.
Yeah.
Superstitions of Bears fans.
Yeah.
Let's do a package on it.
Yeah, we should.
Click right on through to the
front. See that? I just 5 graphics. I just took a little lighter to them and blew them up. So don't worry about the show. We're back on time. I'll figure it out. We got clear skies out there now. We'll keep clear skies here through tonight, as there's just a couple of clouds up here through the Twin Cities. Now those will move in for tomorrow, and eventually we'll see some spotty showers. So while we may start off our Tuesday with some sunshine, it's not going to wind up that way. Winds are going to be strong, by the way, the entire week and through the weekend too. But a series of systems moves through, so it gets very active very quickly, as we will spend tomorrow yet again above normal in the 50s. Now we drop on Wednesday, of course, as the Clipper moves in. There could be some significant snow, especially northwest Indiana. I think maybe 3 to 6 inches through portions of Porter and LaPorte County, perhaps even clipping eastern portions of Lake County. Again, that's Wednesday and into Thursday for northwest Indiana. The rest of us will just get a dusting of snow, nothing major. We're still running about 6 inches above where we normally are. Now, looking at the systems here for the rest of the week, here's the Wednesday system that brings us again that lake effect. We'll talk about that. And then this is the Friday, Saturday system, which, according to my conspiracy theory earlier, is the reason we don't have the Saturday game, because they don't want the Southern California kids out in the Chicago snow. I thought it was home field advantage. We'll still get the home field advantage because it'll be awful cold on Sunday. They had to pick one of the days. Our future cast here again showing that snowfall making its way through on Wednesday. Here's that lake effect late Wednesday and into Thursday. I think there could be some 7 to 10 inch totals. Areas like Long Beach, out in southern portions of Michigan, Michigan City, Sawyer, those type of places could catch a lot of snow from that system as the next one moves in, again, in that Friday and Saturday time frame. This is more diffuse snow snowfall. I still think we can get an inch or two out of that, maybe even some mixing going on Friday and Saturday, but it wraps itself up. It looks like Saturday afternoon at the very latest, so those snow showers will be out of here by Sunday. High temperatures today were in the 40s. High temperatures tomorrow again around 50 degrees, and then the bottom just falls out. Look at that, a high of 18 degrees as the Bears play their game on Sunday. Low of 6. Wind chills are going to be down in the single digits too. Then we're back to the mid-teens on Monday. Told you guys I'd finish on time, barely.
Yeah, you are so awesome. Thank you, Fred. Happy Monday on that. Let's talk about social media in moderation. That is the new recommendation published by JAMA Pediatrics as we take a little break because we're doing some things. And we're still looking at, okay, not sure why not. But, okay. All right, let's start over about social media and moderation. That's the new recommendation published in JAMA Pediatrics. Girls in 8th and 9th grades use it the highest. We probably knew that, while the boys showed steady use through 12th grade. Now, the study also suggests that eliminating social media use can also hurt teenagers' well-being. Very interesting that experts are recommending waiting until age 13 to start using social media. You have children.
That.
Yeah,
we've older than that, but
yeah.
It's worth a deeper discussion another time.
Yeah.
I know she's still sitting there. You just can't see her. There she is. The 2026 Great Chicago Blood Drive. It's this week. One blood donation, as we know, can save multiple lives. Roxy Brown says she may have not survived a terrible car wreck if not for the generosity of donors. She was airlifted from the crash in 2019, put in an induced coma to recover. Brown says the blood transfusions helped her fight.
It's definitely just opened my eyes and made me a stronger person. I don't think I know I would not be this strong and where I'm at today if this didn't happen to me, as horrible as it was. But with bad things that happen come a lot of good things.
Amazing. She's sharing her story. Mark your calendars. The 2026 Great Chicago Blood Drive. It's this Wednesday and Thursday. We're teaming up with Red Cross, 6 locations across the city and suburbs spanning 2 days. There they are, but you can head to our website, abc7chicago.com, to sign up for your appointment, or on our app too. Appointments run from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. We'll be at a lot of those locations live. Our viewers just do so much. Are you going to be at one of them?
I'll be at one.
right.
Highland, Indiana, in the Lake Effect Snow, and I will be doing the Power Reds too, the double donation.
So you'll be in Highland. You got to just go meet this guy.
Yeah,
Wouldn't
thank
wanna
you
do
for
that.
doing that. And thank you, everybody, in advance for all that you already do. The people who signed up for appointments and the walk-ins are welcome.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Monday Night Football on ABC7, and then we're on the air.
Yeah, we'll see you after the game.